being fired in that direction now.
Yeah.
Don't need over 100 of them. They can figure out where it came from. Teach us about this. It now gets in a high-value target. They would actually then be able to get the GPS positioning of that target that they want to fire at. So that would come back down and get processed as a fire mission coming in. So it would come in on the screen, so the chief of section display would get it in, and he would say now that he's got a fire mission. So what it is that forward observer, he's now sent down the GPS locations of the target it is that you want to shoot at. The gun can do the ballistic calculations on it. So I'll say fire mission.
Fire mission.
795.
That's 795. You guys say 795.
Yep, 795.
Right,
You got the right.
795.
I'm 795.
All right, now get the ram tail. Please. Come on, you're gonna be the ram.
So now, Milt will go and see now he's charged up the gun. So since that's so heavy, it's 105 pounds. It goes, and now they'll do it, and they'll ram the round up into there. What he's doing by pushing it up into there, this tube is rifled because you want to have a good spiral like we're throwing a football on it. So there's a band that's on the back of that grabs into the rifling that's on the tube and on the projectile here with it. So now that it's rammed up there, he's got that properly seated up in there. The next guy will go, we're not firing as far today. You can do up to 5 of these charges. He's only going to be firing 2. He'll go and load the propellant, put the 2 charges in, and now it just gets slid back in up in there by hand with it. So now once he's done that, he'll be able now load, moves that out of position, and then he'll say, breech closed, and that closes the breech. And you can see on the back there are those white marks. One of the jobs of the section crews chief is to also go and check that it's white on white. That basically means that it's closed and rotated to lock that breech, because now you've got all that propellant in there, which when this gun fires, that's what's launching the bullet down range. So you want to make sure that that pressure vessel is tightly sealed, because otherwise the crew can very seriously be hurt with it. So now once you know that you've got it loaded in white on white, now I'll say from the prime it. So what that's doing now is that's putting just like, it's about the size of a small bullet, but it's the primer that goes in the back end. Because when you fire the howitzer, there's a little pin that hits that primer that then sets off a small explosion into the propellant, which now the whole propellant goes off, and that's what launches it. So now it's primed, and I'll say fire. He's got his lanyard on there, and he's got the firing mechanism on there. So ready, clear, fire. So he pulls that, and now at that time, the gun would be recoiling back as the bullet's going down range. And again, when you do it with the 5 charge, you could fire up to 25 miles away at a target out of this howitzer.
The whole process is repeated every time they get a fire mission, or multiple fire missions.